Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Birdman. Woodpeckers. We know them, we love them. And what else do people love? Big things. So let's get talking about the biggest extant species of woodpecker in North America. In fact, it's only beaten out by two other species of woodpecker, that being the black woodpecker and the slaty-backed woodpecker. So let's get talking about our very own pileated woodpecker.
But let's get to know this crow-sized bird. Immediately, you'll notice its bright red crest. In fact, the name pileated indicates the wearing or existence of a crest or cap. Moving on, see that this bird has a sturdy black body, bold white wing patches, and a white and black striped face. In order to tell apart males and females, simply read the stripes. Males have a red cheek, which the female lacks, and the female's crest has a bit more of a receding hairline. Now, how might one identify this bird by call? Well, there's a couple. Of course, we do love this bird's loud, braying vocal performances, as heard now. But they can also be identified by means of their drumming or pecking on wood sounds. It is loud and powerful, yet quite slow, at a leisurely 15 beats per second. So keep an ear out for this. And where might I find this bird? Well, their range extends across pretty much the entire southern half of Canada, as well as down the eastern American seaboard. As for habitat, these birds frequent mature, forested areas with large and decaying trees. But why? Well, these are big birds, and it just so happens they are cavity nesters. During the nesting season, from around April to July, the birds will excavate their cavity, preferably in a tree weakened by fungal rot. Within, the female will lay 3 to 5 white eggs, incubate them for around 15 to 18 days, and then the chicks will fledge approximately 26 to 28 days after hatching. On the topic of tree excavating though, pileated woodpeckers can go a little crazy digging around for carpenter ants, wood-boring beetle larvae, and termites. Just take a look at these crazy feeding spots. But don't you worry, this just means the tree was harboring a plentiful insect population and was probably on its way to die anyways. There was one individual, however, that I can't exactly justify. Imagine a beautiful April morning in Rockport, Massachusetts. You're the proud owner of an automobile, and then you see it, a shattered window. Were you robbed, perhaps, or was it your friendly neighborhood woodpecker? Yeah, so turns out this bird wasn't quite bright enough to recognize his own reflection, and it being the breeding season and all, he attacked thinking it was a rival. And because of it, he broke around 20 car windows and mirrors. What a silly little guy. And a great way to end off this episode of the Birdman. And please, don't send out any hate for these beautiful birds. They're just trying to survive, and sometimes instincts can get a little bit in the way. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time on Hank the Birdman.